You hit go live.
I did. We're live.
All
What's
right.
up, everybody?
What's going on, everybody? I sound just like Ralli Roots.
Hopefully you guys can see us and hear us okay. We are going live from our family's place in Little Rock.
Your head looks really funny.
What do you mean?
When you sit like that, you have
Oh, is that better?
Wow, look on the big screen. There's a big screen behind it. Look how funny you look.
Great.
You look hilarious right now.
We're watching, we have like the flat screen TV behind my computer so we can see the chat better. But yeah, I guess I do look weird.
Can we make this
Is that
bigger?
better?
Hold on, guys. Ryan doesn't know how to make his maxed out. I don't know how to
What are you doing? Don't touch it.
Just make it bigger.
Okay.
Yep. There we go.
So as always, guys, let us know if you can see us and hear us okay. Because again, like I said, we're streaming from a new location. So good. Callie's in the chat. Callie says can see and hear you. So that's good news.
Perfect.
Cool. What's up, Greg? We'll just kind of like hang out.
Greg is looking for a GoPro. Anybody selling a GoPro?
Oh, nice.
Greg is on the market. In the market. On the hunt.
I might get the new one because they just started selling the new GoPro. So I might sell the old one and get the new one. But what's up? I saw a lot of people from Australia are in the chat saying hi.
Hi from Canada.
What's up?
Canada.
We have over 100 people watching already, which is cool.
Nice.
Very
Fist
cool.
bump. Boop.
Boop.
Thumbs ups. All right. We have 29 thumbs ups. That's pretty good. Oh, 32.
Yes. Okay. See, now you messed that up.
How did I mess that up?
Because now I don't know. Now I can't move the thing.
Why would you move the thing?
Because I need it.
Okay.
There we go. Much better.
Oh, okay. It's just that the chat was cut off.
Oh, no,
and I wanted to make sure I could read everything. You know, the 10% that we read.
So, guys, today's show is going to be kind of about like how to travel and still keep your business going, keep making money while you're out traveling. For those of you who don't know, we're currently in Little Rock, Arkansas. We've been out here for how many days now?
Thursday.
So Thursday,
Right?
Friday.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
And it is the 5th day.
Monday. Yeah. So we've been out here for 5 days. And when we travel like this, we can't just like completely stop our business. We have to continue to make money. The business has to continue to make money. So this video is just going to be kind of talking about how we set things up so that the business can continue to make money while we're gone.
Yeah. Little Rock, rock on.
We also had a meetup while we were out here in Little Rock, which was really cool. It was nice to kind of meet everybody.
It was really awesome.
Yeah.
Atlas. Hold on, the dog's chewing a bone. We take that bone from him. They'll probably pick it up on the mic.
You should travel to Norway. We definitely want to check out Norway.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Kitty. My brother has a giant dog. He's so sweet. His name is Atlas, and he's 105 pounds. We'll get him
It's a big boy.
I think he'll fit on camera
Yeah, we don't.
at the end of the show.
We don't have Mochi and Zero today, so Atlas is going to have to sub in at the end of the video.
Oh, look, a neurosis in the chat.
I see.
Nice. Allie's hotness is responsible for global warming.
Big Drift, thanks for the $2 super chat. Appreciate it. Sorry, why buy a GoPro, maybe some Alpo. So yeah, let's kind of talk about traveling and making money then. So
Thank you, Larica.
when we go on vacation, when we plan these trips and get ready to go, there's a few things that we do before we leave. So for us now, where our business is, one of the first things we do is we kind of get Callie and Ben, my younger brother, because they manage the business while we're gone. So
And they're wonderful, and we're lucky we have
Super
them
lucky.
because they're not only reliable but honest.
Yeah. So we make sure that like they have everything that they need to manage the business while we're gone. But I know a lot of you guys don't have help when you go away. And we also did that back before we had a Callie. We still went on vacation and we still had to make money while we were gone. So one of the things that we did is we don't put our eBay store, we don't put it in vacation mode. We just extend our handling time out. So if we're going to be gone for a week, we'll extend our handling time from 1 business day to 7 business days. And then while we're away, while we're on vacation, we'll go back in and drop it back down for each day. So it'll drop from 7 days to 6 days to 5 days to 4 days until we get back. And then by the time we get back, it's back on 1 day. The reason why we do that instead of doing vacation mode is because what we found is when we put our store in vacation mode, we wouldn't get as many sales. So if we just extend the handling time, we actually got more sales than just putting in the store on vacation mode, if that makes sense.
Deb's in the chat. You should give
Deb.
Deb a wrench.
I should give Deb. Where's Deb?
Hold on. Deb gets a wrench.
Where's
Deb stayed at her house with Callie while we were gone and
Oh,
played
see her.
with the puppies. She's right there. Deb. Deb, you want a wrench?
Deb gets to be a moderator.
Power. Power.
Thank you, Terry Sharp, for the $2. Ryan and Allie are awesome. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. 311 people watch it. Okay, so that's eBay. As far as Amazon goes, if we're now we don't usually do this if we're going away for for only a few days, because our business just continues to run. Most of what we do is Amazon FBA, and most of that continues to just run as we're gone.
Which is a nice bonus
yeah.
for Amazon FBA.
But let's say one time we went away for a month. And before we went away for that month, we got a whole bunch of stuff. So we bought as much stuff as we possibly could for Amazon, and we packaged it up and shipped it out the week before we went on vacation. So what that did is while we were out on vacation, those packages or those shipments were hitting the Amazon or were hitting the FBA warehouses and going live while we were on vacation and selling. So now we have all those products hitting the Amazon warehouse while we're away, and we still have our eBay store working as well. If that makes sense.
Oh, thank you, Carol. She's very proud of us. And Burkiti. With great power comes great responsibility. And cookies. True. True words have never been spoken.
Hey, Brianna. How's it going?
Thank you, Brianna, for being here.
But I think one of the best things you can do, I know a lot of people are at the point now where they're starting to consider hiring extra help. One of the best ways to test somebody out, I think, is when you go on vacation. So you can hire somebody. That's how Callie started working for us, is when we went away, she would come in and do all of our shipping for us.
Yes.
So while we were on vacation, Callie came in, and that's how she started working for us, was just doing the shipping.
But she knew how to ship. It's not like we didn't train her and she just came in, of course.
Right.
Just to clear that up, in case anyone thought that's what we were saying. That's not what we're saying.
Yeah. Kira, we have quite a few videos on selling on Amazon FBA. I know I need to update a few of those videos for 2020, but most of them still apply. Yeah. Cairo Fuller, thanks for the $10.
Yes, thank you.
That's a cool name. I like that name. Love from Area Thrifty One. That's right, Thrifty One.
Oh gosh.
In Hartford, Ohio. How far can you extend handling? We need a Cali. I actually don't know. I think the furthest we've ever extended handling on just eBay was 10 days.
I think you can go.
But I think you can go. I think you can go even more than that.
More than 12 days.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm sure somebody knows that who's watching. Someone put in the chat how far you can extend handling.
eBay keeps changing things. So
yeah.
Sorry, we don't know that off the top of our heads. We would have to look. And we try to list every day, Natalie. That is
30 days.
The best thing
you can extend
that
it 30 days out.
30 days? Yeah. Don't do that.
eBay be tripping. Yeah, so obviously, guys, as you've seen from the last video that we put out, eBay's been having its issues. We know that. We're dealing with all the same issues that you guys are dealing with.
Except with their electronics.
Yeah, what I will say is that's why I think it's also important to diversify in your business. Don't only sell clothing. Don't only sell shoes. Don't only sell electronics. Make sure that you're selling a variety of different products. For us, our clothing and shoe sales on eBay have decreased since this debacle with the sizing. Yes.
Debacle's a nice way to put it.
Yeah. But I will say that our electronic and appliances sales and stuff have actually increased.
Electronic.
And not just on eBay, on Amazon as well. So remember, we sell on multiple platforms. We don't just sell on eBay. We also sell on Amazon. And since we've been gone on eBay and Amazon together, we've sold 24 appliances. Since we've been gone, it's $1,200 worth of sales. So it's not just about selling on multiple platforms. It's also about selling in multiple categories. If you're able to get products from different categories, I think it's good to diversify. Yeah. Electronics will have the same issue when they do the next update, probably.
See, that's our number one concern. The next update.
Yeah.
And then as they're trying to fix the most recent update, they're having other issues come up. People message us and said that 50 of their active listings just all of a sudden were in unsolds.
Yeah.
the next day. So I would want to recommend to everybody, just make sure you know how many listings you have active right now. And just in case stuff starts to disappear and go into your unsolds, just double check your unsold.
Yeah. You guys need to make, also check your seller's fees. I got a whole bunch of messages from people saying that they noticed that their eBay seller's fees were doubled what they should actually be. So go in and check your eBay invoices and make sure that you're not being overcharged.
Oh no, maybe we should compile everyone's issues and just look for these issues. These are what we're aware of right now.
Listen, the sad part is at the end of the day, we have no control over eBay. It's just a platform that they allow us to sell on.
Like any job.
Like any job. We don't work for eBay. We don't have any say with what they do. Yeah. Yes, they watch our videos. Yes, sometimes they'll go in our comments and see and take advice, I guess, a little bit of advice. But we have like we're still small potatoes compared to what eBay's, dealing with.
We're potatoes?
Potatoes, yeah.
All right.
What I will say is that this last debacle with the sizing and stuff didn't just affect small sellers. It also affected big companies with API software that talks to eBay's systems, and their programs weren't able to post listings the right way to eBay. So we're not just talking about like a couple thousand listings. We're talking about hundreds and thousands of listings from big companies where it wasn't able to work. So I think eBay was more worried about that, upsetting those people, than they were worried about upsetting. But yes, obviously
I just got goosebumps. That's not okay.
And Greg's right. We do have power in numbers. Yeah.
Yes. And we're trying. We're trying.
Do I recommend drop shipping? Not in the least. Not at all.
If we like you, we tell you don't drop ship. And if we don't like you, you can do what you want.
Cool,
yeah.
look.
Velcro. You cannot put Velcro in your title, guys.
Hook and loop is what you put. Yep. Is the alternative. Anthony says, it's been a while. I've been traveling and opening kitchens around the country.
Whoa.
That's cool. That's a way to travel and make money. Your favorite chef. That's so cool. That's guys, amazing. we have 433 people watching right now. Only 98 thumbs up. Please hit the thumbs up button. We'd appreciate it.
Yeah, because we're here on our vacation.
Yeah, we're on vacation and still came on to talk to you guys.
Yeah, Ryan packed the mic, guys, and it's large with our just carry-on space so that we could go live tonight for you. Look how many thumbs ups we got.
Oh, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. Let's see. Should you use eBay's smart pricing? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think it's accurate.
Yeah.
Usually, unless you have like a UPC item. And even at that.
With most items, you should be able to do your own research and look at market value and price around market value.
And Starkey, we do not currently use Poshmark because we do mentoring and YouTube, which takes up all of our free time, aside from the fact that we are running the full-time eBay business for 2 stores, and we have Amazon as well. We do FBA and fulfilled.
Yes. Ambrosia says, when will the emails for the final mentoring be sent out? Friday. I'm going to send them out. I think it's... See, babe? Now I can't see my calendar. You messed my computer up.
You're welcome. But definitely we would love to recommend to anybody that is selling clothing and shoes to use Poshmark, because Poshmark has been really, really good for shoes, and you don't have to share to sell shoes if you have good shoes listed on your store, and then shipping is an addition too. So you make a bit more money on shoes through Poshmark.
Yeah. I don't know enough about Poshmark to give advice on it, but.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've heard from lots of our students,
that's
Poshmark
good.
And shoes.
Callie put the mentoring link in the description or in the chat. So mentoring the 25th is when I'll send those emails out.
My hair's just tickling my arm. I thought it was a bug. I don't have a thumbs up on your TV. That's right. People watching on their TV can't thumbs up. That's not fair.
So do I manually need to go through all my listings to check for eBay errors? eBay put out, I'll see if I can find the link and I'll post it. But eBay put out a software that you can subscribe to that'll go through your listings and tell you which ones need updating. Also, if you go on like on your mobile device, on your phone, they've been popping up like these items need item specifics added to them. So there is a way to check which ones need to be checked through and which ones don't need to be checked through. In our case, we've just been going through every listing manually just to make sure that nothing's being missed. And I still think that if you have the time and the patience to do that, I still think that that's the right play, is to go through your eBay store and make sure everything's in place. Because like today I had someone message me and say they had a Pendleton blanket listed, and eBay during this update, eBay changed the material from 100% wool to 100% wood.
No.
Yeah, like it changed from wool to wood, and they caught that when they were updating their stuff. So yeah, I still think you should go back through and yeah.
Well, everybody wants a wood blanket.
Oh, cool. Look, James says, you guys, if you need lighting done on the new warehouse, I'm your guy. I'll work for Knowledge. That's awesome. Thanks, James. We actually might hit you up. That sounds awesome.
You're in our area. That's great.
Yeah, we'll give you guys an update on our possible new warehouse and land very soon.
Yeah.
Next week, we'll have an update on that.
I think we'll be vlogging on Wednesday.
We will definitely be vlogging on Wednesday.
Yeah. So I don't think I know. Yeah. And more thumbs ups, guys. Break 200.
Yeah.
It's like one person.
Hit the thumbs up button. Really appreciate it, guys. And thanks all 479 people for being here.
Who said, Pixie Treasure, I think you need your own airplane. You go all over the place. Yes.
The plan is definitely to, once we get things like set up where we are with our business, with the land and the warehouse and stuff, once we get that done, the plan is next year to definitely start traveling more, do some more road trips, maybe fly. So we even talked about maybe like making a little wheel with some cities on it and spinning it live, doing it that way and being like, where's our next meetup going to be, and spinning it live. Because a bunch of you guys,
that'd be really fun.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a central area, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because then a lot of people could come. Like this Little Rock meetup had people come from 2 hours away, which was very amazing and flattering. And thank you everyone who was there, even if, especially if you're in the chat. But it was so cool that we were central and so many people could come.
Yes.
From just like 2 hours away. And they were like, it was just a 2 hour drive to meet you. And we're like, oh my God, that's awesome. Mochi. Yeah. Mochi is with Ben at home now. Ben's at our house right now.
Ben.
Yeah,
Ben. Thanks for being at the house watching the dogs.
Send pics, Ben. Send
he
pics.
said that the dogs were playing like crazy.
Oh man. Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. I feel like Callie said Zero was chewing on Mochi's face.
Ferrari V, yeah, there's still room in mentoring. It hasn't opened up yet. So the next round, like I said, we'll send out emails on Friday. It's first come, first serve. So the first 75 people to jump on it will get a spot. Top 5 brands to flip on eBay. That's an interesting question. I think you would have to get kind of like category specific with that before you just say top brands. Because if you said to me like top 5 brands go, I would probably go straight into electronics. I'd probably go like Sony. GoPro does really well on eBay. Apple, I think Apple products probably sell faster than anything else in that category on eBay.
Right. It's like, are you talking about thrift store items or retail arbitrage or, you know, so that's very difficult.
Yeah. If you were like top 5 men's shirts to sell for us, you know, I would say like
Affliction's
still been selling well for us
understand.
For some reason. Yeah.
It does so well for us.
Yeah. Tommy Bahama still does well for us. We sold a Tommy Bahama shirt over the weekend for $28. So it comes down to size and design on stuff like that.
Yeah. It has to be a desirable design.
Yeah. I saw Sean Oyer in the chat.
Hey, Sean. And then also Columbia PFG.
I'm drinking some
of this. We lot them together and sell them in multiples if you get them cheap enough. And we just sold a pair of Columbia PFG shirts together for $32. $32.
35.
35. Oh, wow. 35 is a really good sale price.
Yep.
You know? So it also depends like how cheap are you getting the items and lotting them together, which people please consider doing that.
Yeah. Ambrosia, it's $397, the men's wear.
And there is a link on the website where you can see more information.
It's Allie's. I'm just having a sip of it.
It's mine.
But you can't hate on the Trulies.
Yeah. There are laws when you're drinking Trulies because they're not claws.
There's no laws when you're drinking.
Just Truly has better flavor packages, which is why I purchased Truly over White Claw.
Is 511 Tactical still selling? Seems saturated. It's saturated, but it is still selling for us. Yeah, certain designs sell better than others. So like the button-up shirts we'll list again in lots. They sell better in lots for us. But like the jackets sell really well. We found a pullover quarter zip sweater at the thrift store the other day. So they sell well. Even the pants do well.
Yeah, and it's really nice if you can find one new with tags. Don't be afraid to pay up for it if you know what your comps are on that. Which again, guys, don't be afraid to pay up for something if it's going to sell for like $150.
Right.
Somebody wants $40 for it. Don't be afraid to spend $40 on, well, of course it can't be too heavy for shipping, you know, discluding that, but don't be afraid to pay up for something if you're going to get a lot more money for it.
Yeah. 2 Aussie thrifters in the chat. Hi, Australian friends. Thanks for stopping by before going to your day job.
And then Kyle asks, your listings take a hit if you're missing some required details? Absolutely.
Yeah.
100% yes, it's not good right now. Yep. So it's always been important with eBay to fill out and max out your item specifics, because if somebody is searching for an item and on the left-hand side on eBay, a buyer checks one of the boxes off and that's not entered into your item specifics, your item will not show up.
Which again, they've said that they're working on it and they're trying to fix through that, but we don't know when that's going to happen.
Right. And we're very excited that they're trying to fix it, and more excited for when they do fix it.
How hard is it to make 2K net on eBay a month?
Net.
I would say, so depending on your area, depending on your location, I would say very easy. Very easy. 2K a month, $500 a week on eBay. I think if like we had to go back to the very basics and someone was like, you have to start from scratch with nothing, I think I could get up to $500 a week net on eBay from like just a couple hours a week, garage sales and thrift stores in our area. It wouldn't be that hard. Yeah. You just, again, the last video, the last live show when I was talking about your location, the time that you have to spend on it, the capital that you have, and then more importantly, the knowledge that you have. You have to know what you're buying will sell.
Oh, nice. Super chats from Chris.
Thanks, Chris.
You want to read it?
Sure. I'm in the Southwest Florida area, new to reselling. What do you guys think would be better? Sole proprietorship, LLC, or Incorp would be better? So I can tell you that we're an S Corp in Florida because that works best for our business. But I would say to go talk to a lawyer. It depends what you want to do with your business. If you're just starting out, being a sole proprietor, there's nothing wrong with that. If you're at the point now where your business is making enough money to warrant registering an LLC to save on taxes, then you're at the point where that works. But for us, we're an S Corp.
And the Outlaw Hustler. Hello, Ryan and Allie. Really enjoyed meeting you guys. Really enjoyed you guys
nice.
in Little Rock. Sorry. Yeah, it was really
a
awesome
great
to
meetup.
meet you too. I'm really appreciative that you came, and everyone else. There's Atlas. Europe. He's excited.
Fine. It's not a big deal, guys.
Top 5 pet items to sell on eBay. It's really hard for us to find pet items to sell, but pet vitamins do really well. Training collars do incredibly well. I would stay away from collars and leashes, or even harnesses. I would.
The fences, like the electric fences, those sell for a lot of money. Really well.
Yeah, if you can flip those.
Do you think
that would mostly be it?
Yeah.
For us to recommend. There's Atlas. Look how big he is.
Come here, buddy.
Atlas. Come here. Come here.
Look how big this dog is.
Atlas, put him on here. Look at this giant thing. He's a pony.
As big as Allie.
He really is. Oh,
easily Allie size.
Come on.
Oh, he's camera shy.
He doesn't want to be in the camera. Oh,
that's
there he goes.
Good boy.
Yeah, we can just get him to stay on the couch the whole
Look
video.
how big.
He's not interested.
I saw someone ask, do you think eBay is imploding, or this is just a bump in the road? I think it's just a bump in the road. I think it's a major bump, but it's not something that eBay hasn't done in the past, and it's not something that we haven't been through in the past. It's a big one, but like there was the whole picture apocalypse thing last year where eBay took out all the pictures and we had to retake them and re-upload them. So
that was bad. It
was bad, but stuff like this does happen. But I don't personally think eBay's going anywhere. I don't like to see this kind of stuff because I think it's really bad for the stock, and I think it's bad for the business as a whole, for eBay's business as a whole. Did we lose?
Yeah. Did it pause?
I don't know. Are you guys still there?
Let's see.
I just want to make sure I didn't bump anything.
No, I would eat Atlas before he ate me. Don't worry. He looks delicious. Just kidding.
We good? Okay, cool. I saw on the TV it kind of buffered, so I was like, oh no, I bumped something.
There it goes.
It makes for a bad buyer experience, and it makes for a terrible seller experience. And I think that eBay is definitely losing market share in both places, in buyers and sellers right now. but I don't think that they're going to like go bankrupt. I don't think that's going to happen. But I don't know. Again, we don't work for eBay. So there's certain little insider things that we get, but most of it, we have no idea. We don't sit on the board. We don't know.
But if they ask us for suggestions, we would love to offer any.
Yeah.
Maybe one day they will.
The mentoring program costs $397. What do you?
Yeah, thanks. Kimmy goes, that's a steal. It really is a good deal because of how much hands-on experience there is.
Terry says, "Hey Ryan." Patty says, "Hi." Remember we were talking to Terry about because he's a scuba instructor or like a master scuba diver.
Oh my gosh,
we were
so
talking about
funny.
Patty. That's awesome. Oh, this is a good question.
Yeah.
So, thoughts on how you figure in your free shipping on heavier items, hard goods. So, most of the time when we're buying hard goods, this is like outside of thrifting and garage sales and stuff. But most of the time, if we're buying wholesale hard goods, we're buying them 50 to 100 of the same SKU at once. So the same exact item we're buying. So we know we're going to buy 50 to 100 of this same item, same weight, same dimensions. So for us in our business, we average shipping costs on that item across the board out. So let's say we know the most expensive shipping charge from Florida to California for that item is going to cost us $25. But then we also can get a buyer in Florida and it may cost us $12. And then we may get someone in Georgia and it'll cost us $15 and so on and so forth. So we'll kind of like, because we've sold so many items like that in the past, we can take the weight and dimensions and average it out across the board. And then we just take the average shipping and we use that amount over all of the items. So we know on average, it's going to cost us $17.47 to ship this item once they're all sold. And that's how we do it across the board. So even if we sell one of those items and it costs us $25 to ship it, we know that once they all sell, it's actually only costing us $17 on average to ship those items.
Yeah.
So we do a cost average is what we call it on shipping.
And then Arthur asked, do we ship out of the country? And yes, we participate in the global shipping program through eBay. And it's for all of our first class items and soft items that we don't worry about getting broken in the mail. That's great. You should consider it. And please do it for your first class items.
I think I missed 2 super chats. $2 from Joseph. Appreciate that, Joseph.
I think it was Jose.
It was Joseph, right?
I'm not reading tonight.
Joseph.
Oh, you're right. It's Joseph.
And then thank you, Greg Murphy, for $2 as well.
That's great.
Thank
Greg's
you.
always here. Thank you, Greg.
And we have 584 people watching right now, which is really cool, guys. Thank you for being here. Have you ever thought about, so when we made that video about eBay's issues, this was kind of a common thread. I think this comment was mentioned quite a few times. People saying, you guys should just make your own platform. You should make your own e-commerce platform. And we got it from Betty here. Have you ever thought about creating your own platform? No. The short answer is no. And the main reason why is because it's super, you just stretched off the cat. It's super capital intensive to run a large e-commerce business like this, right? So you need a lot of money to do it. You need outside investors to give you a $20 million seed fund to start a business like that. You need a bunch of coders. You need a bunch of designers. You need a bunch of customer service. Like there's a lot behind running a business that we don't know how to do, right? With that size of a business. And we don't really want to get into. Now, would we ever sell on our own website, like our own e-commerce website, sell our own stuff? Yeah, absolutely. I don't think there's anything wrong with that if it's done the right way. But you also have to work in your costs. So for us, even though eBay takes that 10% plus promoted listings or whatever, eBay or PayPal takes their 3%. In most cases, for us, it's still worth it to pay that 13% because it would actually cost us more money to pay for advertising to drive traffic to our own standalone website. So like RalliRoots.com, if we just started selling coffee machines on RalliRoots.com, we would have to advertise. We'd have to have a large advertising budget to drive traffic on Google to our website to get the sale. So just because we don't have the eyes on our product.
But in short, we're not going to start our own platform.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
basically it.
Yeah.
What did we do before we started reselling? I was a leasing agent at an apartment community for a little while. But
I always own businesses.
yeah, Ryan's
So-
always been a business guy.
My last business before we started reselling was a social media management company. I manage other businesses' social media accounts.
Let's
What would be the
see.
best way to market a website that's e-commerce? I still think probably Google AdWords right now. Google AdWords and YouTube. So also Google, because Google owns YouTube. But YouTube videos and Google, and then Facebook. Facebook ads are also good for like Spotify or not Spotify, Shopify stores and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I feel like right now the amount of apps around like reselling, there are so many,
Mm.
and there have been quite a few that disappeared. Like Poshmark and another company, Vinted,
Mm.
came up at the same time, and then there was ThreadUp, and Poshmark prevailed.
Yeah,
And now there's
ThreadUp's still a thing. They're still going
ThreadUp
on.
is still a thing, yeah. But I
don't
think
know about
Posh,
Vinted.
yeah. But now there's like the Depop, Macari, StockX is a little bit more unique and amazing. And what's the one? Grailed and Depop are pretty similar. So we'll see. You know, I don't know. I wouldn't want to compete with all of those apps,
yeah.
anyways.
Yeah. Chick Rocker 77, thanks for the $5. Hey guys, just sending some love. Also have a lot of watchers of the vintage Pearl Snap Double RL Ralph Lauren shirt already. Thanks again for the help. You're welcome. Good, very good. That was one where she sent a picture asking if there was like some cracking on the Pearl Snaps of that shirt and asked if it would still be a good buy. And those double RL Ralph Lauren items are super, super valuable. So even like that, I still think you're going to get like, I don't know, at least $50 for it. Maybe closer to 70.
Nice.
Yeah.
Chick Rocker's always here, so thank you for being here.
What do I think about Google buying eBay? I don't think that eBay is a good enough business for Google to buy.
Yeah, sorry, Amy. A lot of us are hurting. Our wallets are hurting as well
Hi, Lauren.
from this issue.
So our next like traveling thing will be to Chicago, and Lauren Coal City Loot lives in Chicago. I'm actually really excited about the Chicago trip because there's, besides like obviously meeting you guys and hanging out with your family, for me,
Oh. I know what you're gonna say.
the massive Starbucks roastery is opening up there, and
Round
we're going to be
two.
there after the Chicago round 2 opens up, which will be sick. I can't wait.
Oh my gosh. So many things you want to squeeze in.
Yeah. Promotion still helpful. Yeah. I need to make another video on what we're doing after this promotion debacle on eBay, but we are still promoting items on eBay. And it is still working. So yeah.
Yeah. And then everybody, of course, who is upset about all of the issues with eBay, please call them and try to get whatever you can from them.
Yeah.
Because they have offered a few people, granted it's
Yeah.
not much, but they have actually offered a few things
Yeah.
to some people. So
I've seen
make
people
sure-
get like $100 credits so
That's
far.
good. At
And
least
I've
they
seen
got
people get
something.
2 months of free store fees.
That's good.
So they're
Yeah.
starting to, they know they messed up.
Yeah. So
I wanna
everybody
use-
call eBay, make sure they know.
I want to
that they
use
messed up.
stronger words, but they know
Yeah.
they messed up.
Yeah. Just try
Uh,
to get compensated at least a
yeah.
little bit.
And guys, I just noticed 603 people watching right now, which is awesome. Please hit the thumbs up button
Nice.
on this video. We are 33 minutes in, and we're going to keep answering your questions for another 27 minutes or so.
Yeah. And everybody just go through your listings and check and make sure other things haven't gotten messed up. Because I see
Yeah.
people are saying that other things like their shipping has gotten messed up. So you're going to probably need to go back in and check a lot of stuff. But
There's-
that's the cost of doing business through a company that you're not in control of, you know?
Yeah.
It happens.
There's too many glitches right now for us to make a video about each one on eBay. That's how crazy it is right now.
Yeah.
All we can say is like they've done stuff like this in the past while we've been selling, like while we've had our eBay business, and we've gotten through it. So you just got to kind of like know that it's going to get worked through. I know that it sucks right now, but and it's the worst time in Q4. But there's categories that aren't affected as bad. So I think the fashion industry, the fashion categories got affected really, really bad. So if you have other stuff like collectibles and electronics, I would be focusing on that and listing that stuff right now on eBay. Keep listing though. The worst thing you can do is not list. Make sure that you're continuing to list on eBay. Did we go to college?
Right.
I did not go to college.
I did. Got my BS degree.
Cairo, thanks for the $10 again. Appreciate that. What percentage of your overall revenue comes from clothes and shoes?
Oh, not as much as you would think. Even though we make great vlogs based off of clothing and shoes.
So we do buy quite a bit of wholesale clothing and shoes, and then we wholesale that on. So if we're including that in the revenue as well, I would say across the board, 30 to 40%. 30 to 40% of the total revenue would come from clothing and shoes. Yeah.
Oh.
How many hours a week does a single person have to work at Resell to make 100K profit? Again, in last week's live, I would suggest you go back and watch our live show from last week, because I kind of broke that down for everybody. I can't really get into it again too much on this video, but it's definitely possible if you're in the right area. Again, area, location, capital, knowledge, and time. Those are the main factors to be able to do it. But I would suggest going back and watching that video. But how many hours guesstimate? I would say it would be a full-time job. So 40 to 50 hours a week. Yeah.
And Natalie, we don't base our prices solely off of Terapeak, but we do use Terapeak to help us price, especially when something is very tricky.
Yeah.
Especially.
No, I think you said especially.
Okay, good. I've been trying. I've been trying really hard, guys, to correct my improper pronunciation.
No, you're fine.
Of especially.
You have no flaws.
But, you know, I say especially. So when I say especially, it's not intentional. It's just bad. Bad English. Oh, my God. Yeah, a lot of people. So James said, I have a buddy that works at a big box hardware store, and you would flip if you saw what they toss in the compactor on a daily basis. It's insane what stores throw away. And
that's terrible.
Dumpster diving. That's why there are. What's the couple that does the dumpster dive? There's a couple that
Steve and Steph.
Yeah, they do the dumpster diving, and that is so amazing and interesting and intriguing to watch. And Ryan's dad was addicted to watching magnet fishing. So
there's everything on YouTube.
There's a lot of amazing, really interesting things on YouTube. I watched magnet fishing with your dad, and someone pulled out a mini fridge. Someone else pulled out a mini safe.
I always wonder how many of those are staged, though.
Not the fridge.
No,
that thing was in there for probably 5 years.
Ben, the vintage, it wasn't really a vintage market out here. I think they have like a vintage market, but the stall that we went to was really cool. Those guys are super cool guys. You would have liked them a lot. And they had some great stuff. I picked up a few things I'll show you when we get home. The dumpsters over here are locked. The garbage must be top secret. That's funny.
And we don't buy pallets of shoes to sell. No. Like returns. We are very weary of buying returns. We knew somebody who did it and got burned really badly. It was a lot of electronics and they were all really messed up. Or I feel like people, especially with Costco, people will return stuff.
Yeah.
And either they'll damage it and return it, right? Because it's still like money back guarantee, or it will have some weird issue with it and they'll return it. So I would be pretty weary of buying a return pallet. Just be careful if you're going to do that, because you will get put out quite a bit. You can find something amazing on it. Just if you don't have the money to gamble with, you are gambling with that money. So we don't want to see you put out. And I wouldn't want to recommend something that would put you out.
If you had to focus on one category to resell, what would it be? Clothes, electronics, etc. So my answer to that would be healthcare. That's the area that I would focus on. Only because it's a harder category for most resellers to get into. Mm-hmm. The profit margins are, and health and beauty is what I would say on Amazon and on eBay. Just because it's if you can get into it, the margins are really good. Yeah. The product's out there. It just takes a lot of capital. It's very capital intensive. But it's a great category, I think, to get into.
A lot of people say, oh, I need this vitamin or whatever. And then they go online and then they're going to search all over the internet for it.
Yeah.
Best price, instead of going to a store and just paying full price for something, because they don't want to spend the money on it. They more need to spend the money on it.
But that would be purely for to make money. If you said like a category to focus on that was more fun, I would say like vintage t-shirts would be more fun, or toys would be more fun. But purely to make money, I would say that we would focus heavy on that category.
We bought some cool vintage stuff for ourselves this weekend.
How many people showed up to the meetup?
I have no idea.
In the picture that we took, I counted 27, but throughout the night, people coming and going, at least 40 people. It was cool. It was a great meetup.
Yeah, 77 RSVPs. At 100%, half were there.
Yeah.
But I don't know how many more than half were there.
Yeah. Coming and going, I would say like it was the second biggest meetup we've done, second to the one that we did in Florida. So
yeah.
It was a great meetup. Everybody was super nice too, which is cool.
Terry counted 50 or so.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Awesome. I'm selling a bunch of Harley Davidson lately. Yeah, Harley's been a great brand for us to resell as well lately. Mm-hmm. And the vintage stuff has been going for insane money. If you can find like 80s, if you can find 80s Harley Davidson, early 80s, insane money. T-shirts going for $200-$300. So
I feel like
not even 3DM them
from the 80s are doing well, even if they're not branded or they aren't anything unique. Something from the 80s, people are finding like $2 80 shirts and selling them for $25, and they're nothing shirts. So just be on the lookout.
James sent you $10
for my shirt. My shirt was $10.
It's a good shirt.
Oh, thank you.
We went on a cool hike today, and that's where the picture, the main image on this video, that's where the picture came from. We hiked up to, what's the name of the place we went, RJ?
For where?
The little mountain we went up?
Pinnacle Mountain.
Pinnacle
Mountain. It was
Mountain.
Fun.
It was beautiful. If you live in like the Little Rock area, I would highly suggest doing that climb. It was nice. And it wasn't hard. It's like a mile.
There was a couple of spots that were a little tricky.
0.8 one way.
Yeah.
So a mile and a half both ways. Ooh, where do you see yourself in 10 years? I'll let you answer that question first.
I don't think of myself
Babe,
10 years
we'll
from now.
be 40. That's so old. Just kidding.
So, I think 80 is old, honestly. I mean, our
You're
neighbors
as old as you feel.
Are in their 60s and they don't seem
Yeah.
old. Like, I mean, granted, I know they have their aches and the pains and they're like, just you wait. But I mean, that's not bad. I think 80s will feel really old. But
so where do you see yourself in 10 years?
I don't see myself in 10 years.
You're not worried about that.
No, future Allie can worry about
no kids.
40-year-old Allie, but
just more fur babies.
Oh.
I think that honestly, if we can continue on the same path as we're currently on, I would be perfectly happy. Like, we're super content with where we are. If we can continue to go where we are and maybe like benefit some more people along the way, then we'll be great.
Yeah. Have a Roots tribe. I want to do that. # Roots tribe. I want to make that a thing.
Arthur, that's a good question. You've probably already answered this before, but does your reselling support everyone that works for you, or do they have other jobs? So me, Allie, and Callie, I guess you could say, are full-time in the business. Like, reselling pays for all of our salaries. Ben, my younger brother, works for us part-time, like a couple weeks a month. And then he also makes money on the side.
Has his own reselling venture. It's very successful.
He does well with like vintage t-shirts and that on Instagram. So yeah. But to answer the question, yes, it could support all four of us very easily.
Nice new subscriber. Samantha's binge watching us. That's so funny
Awesome.
when people tell us they binge watched us.
636 people watching. Please hit the thumbs up button on this video. We would really appreciate it. Thank you.
Hello,
Henry. Hi,
Harry.
Thank you, Coal City. Can you address your experience with bad buyers? Bad buyers for us are like kind of few and far between.
Yeah, because we stopped selling items under $15.
That's true. Most of the time, our bad buyers have been on lower priced items. So we try to focus on a higher average sales price. We try to sell stuff more in the $40 plus range. But bad buyers, honestly, for us are probably 1 in every 500 orders that we ship out. We get issues, but not bad buyers. We get issues that we have to deal with. But when a bad buyer does come up, most of the time, if it is their fault, if something's happening where it is their fault, eBay has been good about that, to their credit. We'll call eBay, let them know what's going on, and eBay will typically side in our favor. Sometimes we'll just eat the fee, eat the cost of, if we know like we can't win the case, we'll just refund the buyer and move on and consider it part of business. But I wouldn't let like bad buyers deter you from selling on eBay or selling on Amazon or wherever you sell.
I mean, any job you're going to have a bad customer.
True.
regardless of what job it is. I mean, you can go out in public and just meet rude people. So
Yeah.
it just is what it is. Don't let it ruin your day or rain on your parade.
Atlas.
Atlas, come on up. Come on, Atlas.
Who's a big
Oh,
friend?
he's kind of camera shy. I feel like he knows the camera is right here.
Tammy's first time in a live chat. Hi, Tammy. How are you? Think about doing a Dragon Ball Z style video for eBay.
I don't even know. It would just be us blowing eBay up. No, eBay's been really good. We actually, in the past, have done really well with eBay, and I've spoken to them about things and seen them working on stuff. So we're really angry right now, and it's pretty inexcusable what's happened and how they've handled it and not informed people about it. That's what we're more upset about. But it's not the eBay employees. It's probably like really high up on the ladder.
Yeah.
The eBay employees are very nice and very kind, and
Most
it's
of
the
them
higher
don't-
up people.
Most of the people we talk to at eBay don't even know what's going on until
Strange.
stuff hits the fans. So
And there are a lot of eBay employees whose significant others sell on eBay. So hopefully they're speaking to eBay, on everyone's behalf.
but if you're really that worried about eBay not being able to provide anymore, I don't think it's a bad idea to look at other platforms.
Right.
Focus on Amazon. Amazon's doing great. Focus on Etsy. Focus on local sales are fine. Offer Up and Let Go and Facebook Marketplace.
Facebook Marketplace, guys,
Yeah.
they're up and coming. I think they're going to give eBay a run for their money. And I am worried for eBay because of Facebook Marketplace, because Facebook is powerful. So everyone uses Facebook. Not everyone uses eBay. I feel like they're going to light a fire soon. But yeah, guys, don't put all your eggs in one basket.
James says, have you guys, that's going fast. Sorry guys, chat's going really fast. Have you guys thought about producing an item and selling so you never run out of inventory and don't have to source for product all the time? So like a private label type product, or even like a invention of our own that we get made and we produce it ourselves and then sell it on. We've thought about that in the past. You could say that we kind of do that already with like our tote bags. So we'll put our own brand on certain things and then sell it on our website. That's a form of private labeling. But in mass, like doing mass private label or doing something like that, our own product, we have a few ideas in mind, but we haven't really had the time to focus on putting a lot of effort into doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, like it's easier for us to just order wholesale and make money that way than to pump 20, 30 grand into developing a product that may or may not work.
Yeah. And we have tote bags coming soon. Also, RJ and I were supposed to design beanies. We might need to do that after we're done on this live stream. Uh-oh.
Pat D's, thanks for the $2. Your video changed position on stock, made money.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
I don't understand that question. What is it?
I don't know. Sounds great though.
Okay.
I'm guessing they bought stocks based off of something.
Oh, change position on stock. Oh, gotcha. So when we made
sold.
the eBay video, maybe Pat sold his stock, his eBay stock, and made money on it. Gotcha.
Cool.
Yeah. I sold my eBay stock a while ago. Had like 40 sales this weekend right after calling in. So call if you have issues. That's awesome. That's good to hear, Greg. Our sales this weekend were actually really great as well. Not so much in the clothing categories, but we had great sales on eBay overall. So
yeah.
Tote bags are not currently for sale, but we'll let you know when they come in.
I'll probably be ordering them when we get back. I think that was enough time for them to make a mock-up. Have sent it to me. I can't log in through my phone though,
cool.
But it should be good. I'm very excited.
Arthur said we have to be doing something right. We have 100% rating on eBay. Do we? I thought we had 99.9%.
Maybe they rounded up.
Oh, we do. Look at that. Our public eBay store now has 100% rating on eBay. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Not mad about that. Did we get fuzzy?
Did you break it?
Yeah.
Kind
of.
Maybe. No.
Yeah.
Better fix.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm glad that we're at 100%.
We're very
feedback.
excited about tie-dye tote bags. We don't want to get stuck with tote bags, so I think we're probably going to order 350.
1,000.
We have just 350.
1,000.
And we'll see how many people buy them. And if we sell out really fast, I can do like a double order next time. What are you reading?
Mr. WWS Ship It or WW Ship It says that's just an eBay glitch, guys. Very good. Very good.
Oh my God.
I have 100% as a buyer, haven't sold yet. That's fine.
That's
I mean,
great.
all that feedback counts. So that's
Yeah.
Make sure the tote bags are big enough to use when we go garage sales. They're pretty big.
Same size as the last two.
Yeah. They're like as big as those IKEA bags almost. So they're pretty big.
Yeah. Very excited for tote bags though. I think they'll sell out in the first week. And if they don't, then we'll have tote bags for all.
Ben goes, can you flip the credit card over so I can write down the 3 numbers on the back, please? Woo! Because when I held the phone up, you could see the credit card, just the top of the credit card.
Yeah, so you just see like the top of it.
That's funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah. You guys are so funny. When are you going to have a meetup in Boca, Coconut Creek, Florida? Have we done a meetup in South Florida before?
No, we probably won't anytime soon have a meetup in South Florida. No.
We will probably do it like a mid-Florida meetup, though, so everybody can kind of meet, and maybe it'll be in Orlando, so everybody can kind of congregate in one area. So it'd be cool if you could come to that. Coming to Chicago. We're going to be in Chicago next month.
Let's see.
350, no order 1,000, they will sell. We'll talk about the amount. We'll go back.
Oh man.
We'll go back and check like how fast I guess the other bag sold and go on that. But
We better get one.
yes, you guys could have one.
Yes. RJ and Kimmy will get one because RJ designed them. And Kimmy helped a lot because she made fun of RJ for doing a sloppy job and then came in and fixed it.
I think most of our designs have been from you guys.
I did a lot of the groundwork and Kimmy polished it.
Yeah,
It's
Kimmy
all
finalized
polished.
it. You did
I did the rough construction.
the first
She did all the
80%,
finished work.
and then the last 20% that's like tedious and takes as much time as the first. That's what Kimmy did. So thank you. They're right there.
The next meetup outside of the one that we do in Chicago will be in Florida. It's going to be closer to us. So we're going to try to do it at a park so a bunch of people can come. And
Yes.
it'll be like our 100,000 subscriber celebration
Yeah.
where we open up our plaque and all that stuff. So
We need to plan that.
Yeah.
When it gets cool. Because today in the Tampa area, it was 86, but it feels like 98. We're not doing a meetup when it feels like 98.
Do Tesla vehicle ever mess up? I'm looking for a car that saves me money on gas. Look at I would say go like the Model 3 would be a good choice. I think for the value for money on that car is the way to go. I just went for the higher end one because I'm bougie.
I keep making fun of Ryan for being so bougie.
But I love the car. It's been a great, great car. I wouldn't give it up.
Will there be beer? If it's at the park,
Maybe
I don't know if you're allowed to
bring your Yetis.
Yes, bring your Yetis.
Teslas don't use gas, no.
No, they're 100% electric. Boogie, boogie, boogie. What time is it?
It's
7:50. Oh, 8:53 our time.
I was just watching you to see what you were doing.
My
You wanna
brother
come
wants
say
to
hi?
be in it.
Come say hi. You
Come on.
guys want to meet Allie's older
Want to
brother?
see how much we don't look alike? No, just kidding. We look alike. Come on, RJ.
You want to say
Do
hi?
you want to
Kim?
be in it?
Hey,
Yeah.
come say hi,
Family.
guys.
Everybody.
This is my
These-
older brother.
These are our
Oh, here comes
gracious,
Kimmy.
hosts
There's
for the weekend.
Kimmy.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
Kimmy has like a really cool Etsy store. You want to plug your store, Kimmy?
Before the Veil Gifts.
Before the Veil Gifts. If you
Makes
guys
really good stuff. What do you least like making? Ring dishes?
Ooh. Go
Everyone
buy.
order a ring dish. I'm just kidding. That's so mean.
She does awesome wedding stuff. And then RJ is a pilot in the Air Force. He flies C-130s.
130s. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the smarter one of the two of us.
I
but
agree a
he's
lot.
smarter now. I can go to work when I want. Just kidding. Ryan's kind of my boss.
Oh.
Slash just
you
gets
drank all
cranky. I know. I drank all my
I was
Truly.
gonna steal your Truly.
Let's change this to ask RJ and Kimmy questions.
Yeah, who wants to ask
Ooh.
RJ a question about
Kimmy, what's-
being a C-130 pilot? And then we can ask Kimmy an Etsy question.
I have an Etsy question for Kimmy because we don't sell on Etsy.
Oh,
Yeah.
So what's your least favorite part about selling on Etsy, and what's your favorite
Yeah.
part about selling on Etsy?
Probably the review process on Etsy because you're so beholden to those reviews.
That's
It's
your
probably,
least favorite.
Yeah, I mean it's probably the same on eBay. I don't know, but
I think people like really look at those reviews more on Etsy though.
Yeah, well, they're always typically personalized products. At least what I
Right.
sell.
The worst though is, Kimmy, you have a review that it's like, I love the product, it's perfect, it's amazing, and then it's 4 stars.
Yeah,
Right?
right.
Like, what?
Yeah.
And then your favorite part?
I work for myself and do what I want.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks everyone for all the thank yous, and do like the Air Force, do love C-130s. I saw a bunch of guys said that they work here and there throughout the military.
Nice.
That's awesome.
There's a lot of military people in our chat.
Yeah, I love it. It's awesome.
That's cool.
Oh, what's the most
I
annoying
saw
thing?
like 4 or 5 names. Sorry, I missed them all. The chat's really fast.
I know the chat's fast.
But thanks,
Daniel
everybody.
asked
Thank
RJ,
you.
what's the most annoying thing Allie did growing up?
Yeah.
I can tell you some of my stories.
High school Allie was, wait, what age was the worst? Let's go with that.
Oh, like 16, 17,
Yeah.
15,
Yeah,
16.
maybe a little younger. I was pretty
Ah.
vicious when I was.
Whatever, when you were like a sophomore and junior in high school.
Oh yeah,
Remember you didn't talk to me for 2 months straight?
yeah. Because RJ left me
remember.
at home
I
because
remember.
I
left
was
you at the house.
running late for
That's
school.
funny.
I don't remember this though.
It was my senior year of high school.
I'm savage.
You were a junior. I had a teacher. If you were late for class, you would take 1 point off your total grade at the
Oh
end.
my god.
Like if you got a 90 overall, like it's an 89 now, you get a B. And we had to leave the house at like whatever it was, I don't know, like 7:10 or something. And at 7:09, you were getting out of bed. I'm like, nope, not gonna happen. I just left you.
I don't know if that story is true.
I love
It is
that
true because you didn't talk to
story.
me for 2 months.
Such a
I
good
would
story.
never have gotten out of bed as it was time to leave.
You overslept. Like, the alarm
RJ,
didn't go off or whatever. But then for the next 2 months, at 7:10, you were at the door waiting with your bags packed and everything, just standing there, and you wouldn't say a word. And you were, I mean,
I don't even
it was
remember
savage.
that.
RJ, question from
Dang.
my brother.
Oh,
RJ, what were your first impressions of Ryan?
Ooh.
they were good.
Oh. You
Yeah.
even remember?
It was a really long time ago.
You're just not memorable.
No.
Bird.
I don't even know how long you guys have been
Same.
together.
No, because the first
11
few
years
times I met
ago.
you, it was friends with
Right.
Alex Reese, and I was friends with
Oh,
Alex Reese, so it was
true.
always good. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But how
You
long? We've been
knew
together
you knew
for
my
11
older
years
brother
in
too.
June.
Like, you
Yeah.
met him a
Yeah.
few times.
But like, if I had to do like redo first impressions, second first impressions after you guys started dating, they were still good.
Nice.
Because by then you were like a lot
Nice.
chiller.
I was a lot chiller. It's
Man,
true.
I like
So
these
they're good.
questions for RJ. More
Yeah.
RJ questions. Give us more.
Oh yeah, Rocky Mountain. What is it? Values? Yeah, there's a lot of C-130s in Sea Springs. I got some buddies out there.
Oh.
Man, there's a lot of stuff in the chat.
Look, flight engineer on
Uh,
the C-130. V Tommy.
What is
was a
that?
flight
Beer
engineer.
Kitty? Beer Kitty? Not a gunship, just regular slicks, we call them. C-130s, just the plain old gray ones. None of the crazy stuff on them.
And then someone was asking about Kimmy about your Etsy store again. She sells
Vitamin 7.
mostly like
Inch. Awesome.
Personalized wedding gifts.
Personalized wedding
like
gifts.
ring dishes.
And they're
bachelorette
perfect.
shirts,
She's
You
a
do
perfectionist. So they're
champagne
perfect.
glasses.
glasses, coffee mugs.
and she does really well. You
Mhm.
said you have like a bunch of stuff to ship out. You have a nice area too. We got to see her little like area where she makes
Such-
everything
such
and
a
ships it out.
nice Area. Oh my god.
It's one of the best like Etsy businesses I've seen because it's
Thank
rare.
you.
It's honestly rare that someone has a successful Etsy business.
I was
only on
able to leave
Etsy.
my job and replace my income with my Etsy shop.
That's crazy.
Kimmy was an
It's
accountant,
crazy.
guys.
We
so
should do-
She had a good job.
A video on Etsy for our channel, like how you were able to build your store so you
Yeah.
could leave your job. I think people
Yeah.
would love that video.
And then where'd you get Atlas's name from? A couple people asked that.
We talked
Or the
about
same
it for a
person.
while. We wanted him to be really big. We just
Oh.
kind of hoped.
You
He
hope too
was.
hard.
Like the book Atlas Shrugged.
Oh, I like the book
I
Atlas
I think
Shrugged.
it probably stemmed from that.
Yeah, and I liked Greek
Somebody
mythology as
asked
a kid
that.
growing up.
Oh,
Huge nerd.
okay. Nice.
Do you have
Greek.
anything? They want to see an item.
I could probably grab some stuff,
Yeah.
but
Kimmy's pregnant, so we don't want to go up and down the stairs too much.
Yeah, we don't want anything to happen to that baby because it's the first
Show us an item.
grandchild.
No.
And my brother and I, we have a younger brother. I'm the middle of 2 boys,
That's
which is why I'm so cool.
And he's gone.
RJ's gonna go grab something,
Yeah, I'll
and
be right
then we won't end until RJ grabs a thing. He's gonna take his boy sweet time.
People are saying
Um,
congrats.
oh, thank you guys.
Having a
Appreciate it.
baby.
Taking
I
the
should-
pressure off you.
Yes, it's fantastic. I'm so excited for how excited my family is. I'm the most excited about that. I'm more excited for them to be grandparents than to be an aunt myself because I know how excited they are. Like, which that excites me the most. First
But
grandchild.
everybody who's
Yeah.
jumping out of the chat, thank you so much for being here. I
Yes.
appreciate it. Deb, thank you for being here. Hopefully you had fun at our house this past weekend.
That's a good one. All right, this is one that she made.
Hey.
It's a cool ring dish. Nice.
See how it's perfectly centered? And then you can get all different colors. So you can order like 5 ring dishes and pick different colors per bridesmaid, for example, which I saw a lot of people do.
Hi, buddy.
Atlas coming up.
Come on.
Everybody say bye, Atlas.
Everybody say bye. That was a perfect hour-long show. It's 8 o'clock. Look how big
Look
he
how
is.
big he is.
Just put him on top of me so everyone can see how
What's
large
he weigh?
Atlas is. 105.
105 pounds. That's
And he
insane.
lost some weight, right?
My sweet boy.
Someone asked, can a C-130 really hold an elephant?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
How many elephants?
How much do the elephants weigh?
What do you,
Is it an Indian or an African elephant?
elephants are like 2 tons, right?
Well, it depends
it?
if they're
Oh,
from.
shit.
No, it depends.
That's a shitload.
It depends if
Sorry,
they're
a whole
from
bunch.
India or
No, I think that's
Africa.
an actual measurement. So,
Yeah.
no, buttload is.
Buttloaded,
Yeah.
right?
No, they can hold a lot. I mean, of all the cargo planes, it is the smallest.
Mm.
So, if there's other planes out there, C-17, C-5 guys are going to be way bigger, but it can hold a lot. But I mean, the next biggest plane is C-17 can hold more gas, just gasoline. The entire C-130, it's gas, it's
Ours does not
cargo,
eat
and
it.
everything combined.
Just Atlas.
That's fine. They can hear me.
And then
No,
that is
no.
actually an acronym, store high in transit, for anybody
That's
who didn't
true.
know that.
What is?
Because whenever,
That
I don't want to
word.
say the word again because I don't want to get demonetized. But it was because they would store manure high.
Is that
on-
true? Is that really
in
where it came from?
ships? Yeah.
Store high in
I
transit?
think, yeah. And
Yeah,
so they
'cause of
would
the
write
gas.
that on
Yeah.
the box. Yeah. Store high in
Oh.
transit whenever they would it would be on ships so that it wouldn't explode.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's all right. I think
No,
we'll
you're
be
good.
okay. I think it'll be fine. How many
All right.
unicorns? It depends.
all of them?
Every
100%.
unicorn. Because there's very
They're
few.
magical. They fit anywhere.
Yeah, they weigh nothing.
Giraffes don't make any sense. Unicorns should be real because giraffes are illogical.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, are you good? baby?
All right, guys. I think we're good. Thank you so much for being here. Please hit the thumbs up button on the video before you go. Thumbs up for puppies and Kimmy and RJ. Make sure that you stay tuned on our channel for the next week at least, because we're going to be putting out some really cool videos. So come back and watch those. And again, thank you for being here. We appreciate it.
Yes, thanks, guys.
Anything else you want to say?
We appreciate
Thanks for
you.
having us on.
Bye.
Bye.